Selenium interviews, especially when the interviewer wants to test your understanding of how web elements are identified in dynamic and complex applications. Let's first understand what XPath and CSS selectors are. XPath is a language used for navigating through elements and attributes in an XML document. Since HTML is also a type of XML, XPath can be used to locate web elements precisely based on their structure, attributes, or even text content. On the other hand, CSS selectors are patterns used to select HTML elements based on their ID, class, type, attributes, and hierarchical relationships, the same way we use them in styling with CSS. Now let's compare them based on key features. 1. Syntax simplicity. CSS selectors generally have a cleaner and shorter syntax compared to XPath. For example, XPath, input at email. CSS, input #email. So, for simple selectors, CSS is easier to write and understand. 2. Performance. In terms of speed, CSS selectors are usually faster than XPath in most browsers, especially in Chrome. XPath tends to be a bit slower due to the way it navigates the DOM. 3. Traversing the DOM. This is where XPath shines. It supports both forward and backward navigation in the DOM tree. That means you can locate an element based on its parent or even a preceding sibling. CSS selectors can only move forward, from parent to child, not the other way around. 4. Text-based selection. Only XPath allows you to locate elements based on their text content. For example, button text, login. This is not possible using CSS selectors. 5. Browser compatibility. 1. CSS selectors are more consistent across different browsers. Some older versions of Internet Explorer had issues executing complex XPath queries, though this is less of a concern today. 6. Use in Selenium. Both XPath and CSS selectors are widely used in Selenium. However, best practice is to use ID or name locators if available. If not, use CSS for speed and simplicity, or XPath when complex relationships or text conditions are needed. So which is better? It depends on the use case. Use CSS selectors when you want performance and simplicity. Use XPath when you need flexibility, like navigating the DOM in both directions or selecting elements by text. In real-world projects, you'll often